9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy 2000!
For some, VHS was ditched at the turn of the century when DVDs took hold, but for others like my household, VHS remained well into the late 2000s. I have many fond memories of watching recorded tapes of my favorite shows like Power Rangers, Pokemon, Bleach, Naruto, and many more, along with the occasional trip to Blockbuster with my dad for movie nights. Recently, I started to feel nostalgic for this format and thought it was time to revisit. As far as finding a player, any old VCR would do, but I wanted to find something not only functional, but unique and top of the line for its time. I searched local Goodwills and Valley Villages, but had no luck, until a listing caught my eye. The Panasonic Omnivision PV1630, a stereo VCR ahead of its time, including 4 video heads for better picture quality, auto rewind, slow motion, a centralized function display, a tape counter, along with playback and recording in SP, LP, and EP modes, and much more. Specs aside, I think Panasonic really nailed the design and feel of this VCR. 40 years later, it still manages to look modern while also preserving a vintage style. As cool as this thing was, it was by no means local. 100 miles away across state lines, just enough distance to make some question whether it's worth it. But to me and a few of my friends, it sounded like a fun road trip. With my map set, we started off the next morning. The trip went smoothly, and arriving ahead of schedule, we met up with the seller. He was the original owner of the VCR and had purchased it back in 1984 for $699, which is over $2,000 adjusted for inflation today. It was clear to me he had taken good care of it, all things considered, and I was happy to carry that on. With the VCR in hand, we started our journey back home. I immediately set everything up, and was excited to spend the rest of the day watching some tapes I picked up. I chose Lord of the Rings to start as it was one of my personal favorites, and I felt super fortunate to find it on... I guess we'll open it up and take a look. Oh. In all seriousness, I tried for hours to figure out the problem. Inside, this VCR resembled a clock, and no matter what I did, it continued to devour tapes. Finally, I decided to throw in the towel and call in some backup. I want to give a huge thanks to Barry's Electronics for lending a hand in fixing this. It turns out it needed an entire part replaced, and he luckily still had some new old stock on hand. It can be hard to find old tech like this still fully working, and even harder to find the people who can still repair and keep them going. So again, thank you. With that out of the way, let's get some tapes going. Some of the tapes I picked up have definitely seen some wear over the years, but the 1630 takes it in stride and still, to me, produces a clean and vibrant picture. VHS is far from perfect, but its imperfections, I'd argue, are its inherent charm and are what draw many to it in older formats like it. I could stream, rent, or buy these movies in the latest 4K Ultra Super Deluxe resolution, but it wouldn't bring the same joy as watching it like this, like I did back then. Revisiting these older formats may seem silly to some, but I think it will continue to grow as a trend as more people become sick and tired of streaming services. Physical media is more important now than ever in an era where we're meant to own nothing and be happy about it. So whether it's VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, CD, or vinyl, I encourage you to reconnect with your format of choice and enjoy. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.